I'm Jason, and this is my garage. Let's go fix some stuff. Come on! Jesus Christ! Well, there you go. Turn this off. All right, as promised, part 2 of the welder testing. We're gonna come back and test the Berger. I'm gonna actually follow the settings. We're gonna do MIG and TIG, and then we're gonna open up the PDMAX. That's the Temu welder, and we're gonna try that out too. One thing that I did buy this time around, you know, is clean 18 gauge steel. These are little welding coupon kits, you know, and so we've got some 18 gauge steel, and I've got those, and I also have, there are these like much bigger plates or whatever. I think this is, I'm hoping this is the right thing. Let's make sure, because it was supposed to be, oh yeah, interesting. All right, and I got this on Amazon. I'll leave the links. Here you can see it, it's dice. So, yeah, you're making a set of dice. And I thought that'd be cool too. Good thing we brought the acetone, because this stuff is nasty. Yeah, you know, make sure you clean all your stuff before you start welding. So we've got both of those things. Let's get into it. All right, guys, let's clean off some of this metal here. We got our acetone. Use some of this. We'll just clean up some of these pieces. Let's start with some of these. Let's move this out of the way. All right, we're just wiping it down. Okay. All right, now that we got that done, let's move on. I'm going to set up the plug in the MIG here, and we'll get the settings set for 18 gauge. We'll look in the thing here and see what it tells us to do. Hang on. All right, guys. So what does this say? It says for flux core, 18 gauge. We want a amperage of 80. Let's see, mild steel, flux core. Okay, so we're at the 030. 18 gauge, 80 with a voltage of 14.5. So let's get this turned on. And we're gonna go to 80. Oh, what mode are we in? Oh, that's TIG. Okay. Okay, that's stick, TIG, MIG. So 80 and 14.5. All right, that's what it said. Let's get our ground hooked up wherever I threw that. There it is. Right here. Okay. Let's try one of these guys here. How are we going to do this? Okay. All right. We got that set up. We're at 80 and 14.5. Let's take this little guy off. There, you can get it. Yeah, that kind of looks like a tack weld. Let's see here. Yeah, freaked out. Tack welded. Oh, that's pretty cheap. Looking through the mask of the iPhone's making my lens blink. Like that. And then clip it right on there. It's definitely a tack weld. can't tell. Maybe that's a little too spicy. Ooh, that was freaky. Alright everybody, so I got a little grinder here, the little flap disc. Let's move this off over here. Okay, here we're gonna pick you up. Okay, can you guys see that? Looks actually not bad. Let's get you out of the stand. Let's see what we did. You can see I got some metal right there, but actually not half bad. We might even be able to turn it down a little bit more. Like, okay, that one sucked. I don't know what happened there, but like, look at that, and look at that, look at that. Like, that looks pretty good. Zoom me back out. So let's set up the TIG portion of it, and let's like try that again. We'll try this again. Hang on. All right. So what we're using for the TIG is 18 gauge. The current range, it says for 18 gauge, is 20 to 50 with the 040 tungsten, which I have already preloaded into my torch here. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and we'll just tack it on the corners and see what happens. Oh, okay, so our gas is on. Okay. Oh, first we'll try just fusion welding, but then I bought a 5-pound box of 16th inch welding rod, which is what they said. There you go. Yeah. We'll set that right there. Okay, now I'm left-handed, so that's how we're doing it. Gas on. First, let's just try a fusion weld. Let's go right here. Oh, we're gonna turn it to TIG mode. There we go. Okay. Woo! All right. Let's do another one right in the middle. We did before. This time, let's add a little rod. Ooh! All right. Turn the gas off. And let's take a look. Okay, get you a close up here. So, fusion. This is where I added TIG rod. You can see that it's funny how it makes it look. It's pretty square. I just wanted to, something like that. That looks pretty good, right? So here's the, oh God, don't look at that. Don't look. A piece of the wire came off in there. But other than that, here's where we ground it down. All right, so let's finish this guy off. We'll put the top on here, and then we can even do the sides, because I believe that this should fit like this. pretty much. All right. We're making a little box. I don't know what we're going to make a box for, but we're making a box. All right, let me get that set up. Zoom me out here. Let's get this set up, and we'll do it again. And then we can start messing with the PDMAX. Hang on. All right, guys. So I forgot I have a suction cup mount, so we can do it. I've got it hooked up on top of my my welding helmet here. So let's try let's just do, you know, we're gonna do fusion tacks. Where did I put my tape? Here it is. Okay. I got my rod here anyways. Let's get this. I don't really want it. Let's just fusion it. Yikes. And let's see if I can. Didn't get it. There we go. Did I get it? We may have to re-grind this tungsten. I've got the other side ground. Man. Put this over here. Alright, let's change this tip out. Hang on, I'll swap it around. Ooh, there's a nice breeze. Okay. I turned the welder down to 45 amps. Come on! Jesus Christ! Well, there you go. Turn this off. Alright, well, here we are. Let me undo this guy. Man, that was stuck on there pretty fucking good. Alright, so we should just be able to turn this around. If this isn't too wasted. Oh, it's wasted. Okay. Alright, I guess we're unscrewing all this. Did I bend the TIG rod? It did not bend the TIG rod. Okay. Get it close. Okay, loosen it. And then, which end is the end? This end? Yeah. And we're going to push this back down. Alright. Now let's see if we can unstick this. There we go. Shit. Damn. Alright guys, that's messed up. We had to turn it off. Alright, well, oh, look at her, she's swinging a little to the left. We've got some, I got a little bit of learning to do here, for sure, because this is messed up. Alright. Alright. Well, at least it is tacked on there. Oops, you probably can't see. Alright, so yeah, I TIG welded the tungsten right to it. Let me cut this off. I got my cutting wheel here. Let's cut this off. Alright. Alright. Well, you can tell I need some more practice. So, let's pull this off of here. Okay. I mean, we got a box. Alright. I'm gonna put on the other, I'll put on the other side, and then we'll clean it up and we'll show you what it looks like. I'm just gonna make this like a little trough. It's actually really strong. Alright, we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so here I can do it. I was getting better. I'll try one more time. So, you know, I'll try one more time. We'll go over we'll go somewhere else and I'll do it again and see if I can catch that on film. But so far, I mean, look, I made a steel box. You know what'd be cool? Take this and then powder coat it. Ooh, I felt it pop somewhere. I probably popped the welds because I'm just, you know, was kind of just doing them on the edge. But we'll go and, you know, we'll weld it and then, you know, I'll round off the edges. I already ground some of it off, as you can see, you know. This is the one I just did. So let me set it up again and we'll go like over here or something where I did the other TIG welds. Hang on. Really do need two hands to steady it until to get the arc, at least for me. Oh, looks awful because there's no gas. There we go. Cold as hell. Let's remelt it a little bit. God damn. I gotta get better at that. But there you go. You can see I did a couple more. Let's turn this off. I'll clean it up and show you. And then we're gonna move on to the PDMAX. So there you go. I mean, you know, I just tack welded it kind of all the way around. What I'm thinking here, you can see the inside. You can see where I did all my different welds, right? I mean, it's okay. I'm learning it. You can see I'm dipping the tungsten. I'm screwing it up. But, you know, that's how you learn. So I think what we'll do is we'll get the PDMAX and maybe we'll just, you know, kind of, you know, burn the rest of the stuff in, you know. So let me clean this up and we'll pull out the PDMAX and we'll start with that. All right, let's just quickly pull this out here. This is our PDMAX. Like I said, this came off a Temu MIG 140. It says MIG-140 DV MIG arc welder. Interesting. Okay, so here's all our bits. Okay, here's our. Oh. Stick welder. Again, get rid of it. Not using that. These cables are pretty short. It's kind of crazy, actually. Okay. MIG welder. You can see I already been in here. Okay. I was even more compact than the other guy. This is you, and this is the guy she told you not to worry about. How much more compact that is. Wow. All right. Let me set this up and we'll weld on that box. Actually, this seems a little bit nicer than the Berger welder. Oh, all right. So we got a spring, a washer, and we got our plate. And we got our. This is the stuff. This is wire that came with it. AWS 5.2 E71 TGS. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that's what I should be using. It's kind of like before when I did the other one. Just took the right welding wire, and then let's get it loaded up and fed out here. So if it's like the other one, you want to spool it this way, I believe. Let me cut the end off because it's bent. Oh. See? They're talking about birds nesting. Jesus. All right. So you got to keep your hand on it. Kind of hoping that, I'm assuming it's set up for 30. I can't really see, but I think so. Okay. It feels like it wants to unspool real bad. Okay. We got to get the whatchamacallit on there too. We got to lock it down on the front. Okay, it's coming out the other side now. We need like 17 hands. All right, we're poking out over there. Okay, yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God, it just all fell apart in my hand. Oh. All right, hang on guys, let me get this back together and we'll start again. All right guys, it was actually pretty simple. There's this little cup and a spring, and then this top cup and just a nut. I just had unscrewed it too much, but I got it back where it needed to be. We got the wire coming out here. What I did with the last one was, you know, they want you to put it through here, right? Like that. And then like that. And then we're going here. Like this. Okay. Then my ground is right here. Okay. All right. I was like, oh, I hear a giant bee. Oh, it's a B-52. Look at that guy. That's what I call him. B-52. Well, get away from me. Usually those guys don't bother you. The big uns. All right. I just don't want to get stung. It's been quite a while since I've been stung. All right. So I'm assuming we would do the same thing that we did on that one, which was 80. And see, there's no. Yeah, they don't tell you on this one. Hang on, I'm gonna walk in front of my own shot here. It was 18 gauge, yeah, 80 and 14.5 volts. So that's what we're gonna start with. Is we're gonna turn this on, and we're gonna go volts, 14.5. Somewhere close to there. Dang, this thing's a little finicky. And we're gonna go to 80 amps. Close enough. Okay, There we go, 14 and a half, boom. Yeah, that stuff is splattering. All right, guys. I don't want to touch this with my other hand, but here's what I did with the PDMAX, right? And you know, this is after I ground it down. It's pretty good. If we look from the inside, I should just put the glove back on, but I'm stupid. If we, I don't know if you could see it. It was somewhere up in the corner there that it was just like one little pinhole. But yeah. Oh, yeah. So there's the corner that I did, you know, with the PDMAX, and you know, it's not perfect. I mean, it looks pretty good after it's ground down or whatever. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna finish doing what I was doing and make a box. Oh well, it's more like a tray. All right, guys. So that's it. This thing works pretty good. It works probably just as good as this. I think this is like 80 bucks. Although this doesn't have a wire, I don't know if this got wire feed adjusted. I don't even know if that one does, but maybe that's, I got to read more in the manual. But the fact is that it works. I'm learning. I got a bunch of coupons so I can keep practicing. You know, the ultimate goal here is to be able to fix the truck, or Billy's got one of these chair arms. In fact, I think it's this one over here where it's bent, where the welds broke. So you know, we'll clean it up, and you know, it's like, maybe I could try that right now. I don't know. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right, easy.